What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth video. Now, I wanted to show you what the Grasslands area looks like 100% completed. So I'm going to go through things like the weapons, the materia, the accessories, my level, basically what it looks like if you 100% complete the area before you push through the Mythril mines, and basically give you both sides of the coin. Do you want to push through and just carry on with, a linear storyline, or do you want to spend time getting all the stuff before you push through? Is it worthwhile? Things like that. And hopefully you'll be able to decide one way or another which is the best way for you to play it. So yeah, if you do like today's video and you do want to see more Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth content, hit the like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and with that being said, let's mosey. I'm going to show you why you don't want to rush through the main story. There's obviously, as you can imagine, once you start the game, it won't be too long before you get into the open world of the Wastelands outside Midgar, and you start exploring the open world. Now, there is the edge of, going through a few side missions and carrying on with the main story and making your way through the Mythril mines. But I'm going to show you, basically, I've got 100% completion in the Wasteland area. I'm going to show you the type of loot that you're going to be able to pick up if you just take a minute, take a step, foot off the pedal, and enjoy the content before pressing on with the main campaign. Now, obviously, warning, unless there's no story spoilers in this, but there are going to be, materia, things like that, all your accessories. I'm going to be showing you stuff that I've picked up by doing all the side quests to give you peace of mind of concentrating on them. Maybe there's something that you'd want to pick up before exploring the Mythril mines and the rest of the open world, making your way to Junon. So yeah, right, so as you can see, I'm just going to show you the map. I've got basically everywhere accessible open. So obviously you can see this is calm here. This is the exit that you come into when you first leave. Obviously because of the Shinra attack. So the air raid shelter's there, and you're going to make your way, through the open world. You're going to come to the Chocobo Ranch here, as you can see, and then you're going to slowly make your way to the abandoned dock and make the crossing once you've caught your Chocobo to the Mythril mines. Now, there is a lot of content, ridiculous amounts of content. In fact, if I just show you quickly, if I press start, you see in the bottom left corner, I've got nearly 11 hours played in this game, and I still haven't got to the Mythril mines. So as you can imagine, there's plenty of content here and plenty of goods to earn or cost on the way. So we're going to take a look at them now. So firstly, just to give you an idea of how you can tackle the world map quite quickly and efficiently, is once you've been to the Chocobo Ranch, you've interacted with Chadley, as you can see here. You'll have obviously gone to this first satellite where it shows you all the areas, so it'll pick up things like this. So as you can see here, we've got the life spring. The symbol means obviously combat assignments and things like that, and all these things are going to slowly pop up on your map when you go around and get them. So firstly, you've got one at the ranch. If you go south here, you can see you've got one here. Let's just find all the locations for them so you can kind of see. You've got one here as well. You've got one all the way over here, and as you can see, you've got one there as well. And as you can see, the final one is here on the east side. So activating all those towers are going to show you all the POIs. So as I say, you've got the combat ones, so they're going to show up like that. If we just bumper over to the intel tab here, these are all the missions, all the areas in this area. So as you can see, we've got intel 1 through to 6 for obviously the towers. They're obviously going to show you these as well. So I showed you these life springs. As you can see, there's 6 life springs as well. We obviously got these Chocobo tracks, but that's part of a mission. The Moogle location as well, that will pop up even if you just go into the vicinity. So it's also got the Divine Intel locations. There's 3 of them. So they're basically 3 temples that you kind of interact with. It gives you a Titan crystal. It actually makes Titan easier to beat in the combat simulator, but then okay as well, you've got these excavation intels, fiend intels. So basically that's what these satellites do. They show you all the locations for all these areas. The excavation intel actually pops up by completing the life springs. So after you've done 2 life springs, the first intel place pops up, and I think after you've completed 6, the second one does. There's something for the 4th life spring, which we're just going to get onto in a minute. But basically, that's what you want to do. You want to open all these areas, explore the whole lot, and complete them as you go. So with the obviously the combat ones, you're just going to go. You're going to kill obviously some fiends. There's a few things involved. So as you can see, if we're looking at it here, it says obviously with it all being grayed out, you get 3 assignments. It may be to stagger them, pressure them, kill them within the time limit. So whatever the 3 assignments were during that, I completed. So that's all grayed out. But if we go over to this one, for instance, you can see you've got a gold scroll. So there's one I'm actually missing for that, but it doesn't actually make any difference. If you look in the bottom left corner under combat assignments, it says 16 out of 18 because there's 2 that I haven't done. It doesn't really matter. You can still see the bars underneath are totally complete. I'll probably come back to them when I'm a little bit stronger. Just a few niggly ones. But basically, yeah, you're going to get quite a lot of stuff for all these. And as I say, we touched upon these life springs. After 2, Chadley will mention a dig site. After 4, you're going to unlock like the this boss. Where is it? This here. And it's like a Grasslands boss. It's the Quetzalcoatl boss, if you remember from, I think it was Final Fantasy VIII. You're basically going to kill that, get some rare items, and it's just another thing to tick off the box. But yeah, overall, you want to complete all of these. There's even these little treasure locations here, so in particular areas there may be 2, 3 chests, and you've got to find them within the vicinity. But one thing I want to talk about just before we get into all the materia that you're going to pick up in this is after a few of the main story missions before you get to this point, I think it might actually be even when you first capture the Chocobo and take it back to the ranch, Calm's going to open up as well. So you're going to go back to Calm. There's going to be a mission board. There's going to be 2 or 3 missions. There's going to be a card game for you to follow as well to pick up the Chocobo and Moogle card. So it is like Final Fantasy VIII, the card game, where you obviously, complete tasks, beat people, and get rare cards. So that's all available as well. So if I go back to my characters, for instance, so you can see I'm level 22 across the board. So straight away, without doing all this content, I'm level 22. So it's going to put me in good stead for the story. I won't find, basically if I get into any boss fights when I get through the Mythril Mine, I won't struggle too much. I should be ahead of the story campaign level, if that makes any sense. Now, a reason I've started here is because I wanted to come and show you what Chadley does. So obviously completing all those missions, as you can see he's saying here, he's talking about the data he provided for completing all those missions. You just click through that, go to use the combat simulator. When you first look at it, a lot of these will be locked, but you're going to find, obviously you can see a few more missions here. So obviously I've got the Titan materia for completing that, and you're basically completing these. You're going to pick up materias, so you can see there's enemy skill materia. You're going to be picking up a load of materias. So let's go to our inventory now. So as you can see, I've got 2 healing, 2 fire, 2 ice, fire and ice, 2 lightning, 2 wind, and poison for obviously all the green materia. For blue, I've got auto cast materia. For the yellow, I've got chakra, assess, prayer, steel, enemy skill, and morph materia. The enemy skills from Chadley. And then finally, we've got a couple of HP ups, an MP up, vitality up, first strike. Item master was actually a location on the map. I'll show you quickly in a second. Steadfast block, precision defense focus materia, and auto unique ability materia. So the item master materia, if I just bring the world map up, it's actually located over here in the west hand side. You're going to find Grasslands port. It was just sitting on the dock basically over there. So if you want to pick that up, you can. So yeah, also with doing all this, you're obviously going to get a bit of a head start as well on this. So this is basically like the skill tree in Final Fantasy X. It's called the Magnata Automata. So you'll see the shops in town, but this is just so you can do it on the fly. And basically if I click into this, it's going to bring up a skill tree. As I say, it's like Final Fantasy X. So you getting all the SP for these is going to give you a bit of a head start. So as you can see, I've picked up weapon damage buffs here, dealt damage for basic attacks, and weapon ability damage. So I'm probably a little bit ahead of somebody who just gone straight into the game. So that's always that's a bonus as well. You can start to see, you're spending your time in this area. the completionist in me wanted to get. As you can see in the bottom left corner, intel gathered is 100%, regional data accumulated is 100%, the towers, the combat assignments, the summon crystals, the life springs, those proto relics as well. I've 100% completed this area, and this is what it looks like to be 100% completion of this area before you enter the Mythril Mines, and it's going to set you, as I say, in good stead. Even if I go to my weapons and abilities, oh, wrong one. Obviously, at this point, Cloud's got 2 weapons now as well. Both of them are proficient. I think Tifa's only got 1. Yeah, Tifa's only got 1. Red's only got 1. Barrett's got 2. I'm going to put that on now so you can get that proficient. And also Aerith. I don't really use Aerith that much at the moment, so need to get them proficient. But you're picking up everything in the game, you know, as you go along. And I just think it's worth waiting that little bit of time, getting the extra gears, the extra materias, the extra XP, because when you go further into the game, if you come back, all this is going to be irrelevant. It's going to feel even more of a task to do it all when you know all the stuff you're getting's not really going to be any use. But if you're picking up all these materias, they're going to come in use in this early game. So yeah, I just thought I'd share this video with you before you start running through. Or maybe this video's gave you an idea of, do I want to 100% complete the area, or do I just want to power through? Some people may see this and go, I'm not really too bothered about it, I'll just push through. But yeah, you know, that is it for the video. I hope this does help you out. I hope this does give you food for thought, whether or not just to push straight through the campaign or not. And if you did enjoy today's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth video, don't forget to hit the like button for me, subscribe for more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth content, and yeah, that's the video.